The other day, I was talking to someone in our small group Bible study that we attend, and she told me that she uses one word as a focus for her entire year. In other words, she picks a word, and that word kind of defines her year, and she keeps her focus on that word. Last year, the word was forward, she said. She was focusing on thinking forward, thinking about the future, thinking about how to move her health forward, to move her relationships forward, her walk with Christ forward. She was thinking forward all the time. And as a result, she was not looking backward. You know, Paul talked about how we forget what is behind and we move on forward. And I think that was a great way for her to just kind of have one word, one focus for the entire year, moving forward. She said this year her word is nourish. Well, that's an interesting word. I like that word. You can nourish your soul. You can nourish your body. You can nourish relationships around you. There's lots of ways you can nourish areas of your life. You know, you want to eat well, for example. You want to work out well. You want to work hard on the relationships that are important to you. You want to nourish your relationship with God. Nourish is a great word. Now, there are lots of words you could choose. You could choose the word purity, righteousness. You could choose words like gentleness, kindness, love, patience, forgiveness, service. There are so many words that you could choose. Faithful or faithfulness. These are all words that you could choose in this coming year, even though we're kind of new and it's, January the 14th and the year's still young. You have plenty of time to choose a word and then apply it to your life. I remember once I was on a preaching team and we were given the word epic. The whole year, the word was supposed to be epic. Everything that we talked about was an epic story and an epic future. And there's all kinds of, examples of God doing something that's so big that we would have to say that's an epic moment in history. That's a good word. What's your word for 2024? If you were to focus on one word that you could use to define who you want to be this year, or how you want your life to flow, or where you want your focus to be, what would your word be? I've given you some good examples. I'm not going to tell you which word to choose. That's your choice. I have my own word, and I'm going to keep my word to myself, and I'm going to focus on that word all year long. And I think that's a great way to make sure that I am not only applying that word to myself, but applying my word to my relationship with God and my word to the people around me and the environments that I have a chance to influence. What's your word for 2024? Find one that works for you. Write it on a piece of paper, put it on note cards, take a dry erase marker and write it on the glass mirror in your bathroom, and put it on your desk at work, put it on the dashboard of your car. That's your word, and that's going to be your focus. Now, whatever word you pick, make sure that it helps you continually walk faithfully with Christ. I'll do the same thing, and I'll see you next week.